Yeah.
And I think that a lot of the recent like hookup dating app type of situations has made it feel like there's something better. Like the grass is greener.
Mm.
I'm not sure because I haven't done those things. I feel like we got together and I was like, it is what it is. But I feel like the hookup culture and the Tinder and the dating sites and then the swipe left, swipe right.
Just the DMs,
It's
period. No matter what DMs they
right.
are,
The
your
Instagramming.
Instagram DM, your
I feel
Facebook
like
DM.
people nowadays probably feel like the grass can be greener somewhere else, or they can get someone better, especially if they're getting attention.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, especially for women, you guys always get attention. Your DMs are always going crazy, no matter if you post thirst traps or if you post in a turtleneck and
yeah,
double denim double denim outfit. You're gonna get guys in your DM that's gonna be offering you the world,
yeah,
telling you how great you are,
yeah. Even at
and
work.
but even at work,
Even
and
at work.
you gotta get tried and tested, and then there's always as soon as your partner start lacking in a few things or some things that aren't the same as they
You
used
could
to
feel like
be,
you can leave
you
and
can feel
get
like,
something better
oh,
someone
this
else.
person right here is off every day. He's offering me something new. He's just
Yeah.
want to take me here. He want to take me there.
Yeah, but we're talking men wise.
Well,
Men wise always have these girls online scroll like there's so many naked bitches online and there's so many like women just all over the place that
yeah,
I feel like men are like, ooh, I'm gonna try and hit this girl up, or I have this, but this girl look better. You know what I mean?
yeah. That goes all back to the experiences. If you haven't had those experiences, if you ain't never creeped in nobody's DM and met up with them, uh, less than 24 hours later and was hanging out with them, then that's gonna be all in the back of your mind, and there's gonna be a temptation to go, hit up these people or
Yeah.
say so. If you ain't get if you haven't gotten that out of your system, then that goes back to what we were saying earlier. That's a real huge part of a man's willingness and
Is being ready.
is being ready.
But
And
that's such an unselfish thing is that if a man isn't committing because they're not ready, I feel like that's something very unselfish because why waste somebody's time and then end up cheating?
yeah,
Sometimes I feel like it could be a better thing that they're in a relationship with you or they're not in a relationship with you, but like they're still getting it out their system.
yeah.
Um,
There's pressure. Other people could be
yeah,
pressuring you. You should when you're gonna start a family,
yeah,
and there's a lot of other things that go along you know, with it. And then it's also like meeting a girl or woman that you really like, and deep down inside you're not ready, but maybe I could just, straight, play along with it and have my cake and eat
right,
it too type thing.
right,
And that's all, and that turns into, hurting and like damaging another a
yeah.
woman, hurting a woman, you know, uh, potentially creating a bitter man hating woman, and then that.
My biggest advice is be honest. Like I feel like as
Yeah.
men, if men were as honest
That's the
as
problem.
men should be more honest, honestly,
Yeah,
because
that's the
if men were
problem.
like, listen, I'm just trying to smash tonight, at least the girl can make a like conscious choice to like, yeah, I'm gonna hook up with this dude, and they know what to expect. But I feel like men will string somebody along and pretend like they love that person, want to
Yeah,
be with that person, but it's whole time it's just a booty call, and
yeah, but
then
that's
and I feel like honestly they'd probably be down if you would have just told them it was a booty call. But the fact that they're
nah, they
leading
won't
them
be down.
on,
That's
you
not
know, I see
that's
you
not
never
that.
know.
I mean, yeah, you never know, but the chances are you're gonna strike out more if you just come out and be like, this is all I want. I just want to take you to telly and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? It might work, here and there, but the majority of the time, nah, that ain't gonna work. And even, there's even gonna be girls who's like, you know what? I wasn't even gonna do it. I was gonna give him this on the first night, but the fact that he's gonna come out and say that like I'm some type of XYZ,
Oh my
I'm some type of
god.
304, you know what I'm saying? And then
But I feel like that then you have to respect that though. You have to if a man's gonna come out and say, this is what I'm looking for, that's it, it's better than getting
yeah,
hurt down
yeah,
the line.
it's
I'd
not,
rather a dude or a woman could be like, yeah, listen, tonight I just want to hook up and I don't really want nothing serious. I would respect that more than if they would be like texting me, playing with my emotions, and then get like breadcrumbing me.
yeah, but
Cause
you're not gonna find it out until after you get some.
no, that's the thing. If they would just say from the
After you get
beginning,
some,
maybe
you're not
maybe
gonna find out he's playing with your emotions and doing all that line until after you get something that ghost you. You're not gonna find it out
that's
till
what I'm saying.
later.
I mean, if you would have just did it from the beginning, at least she could have chose like, listen.
No, he ain't trying to make you choose. He trying to make you give it up. He ain't trying to make you
See, but
choose.
then that men are
choose.
misunderstood then because they just be playing too much.
Yeah, but that's the minute they ready, and that's the problem. That's the thing. But
Hmm.
for women, it's like it's hard to tell which men are actually ready because the man will tell you that he ready, and you know what I'm saying he got it all figured out. And he's you're the only one that he want, but deep down inside, he's like, next chance I get,
I'm smashing the next chick.
yeah, or this chick right here, that's
Mm-mm.
bad chick. So it's like. You know, and especially when you're young, like in your early 20s and stuff like that. Not saying that a guy that's in his early 20s can't be ready for commitment and stuff like that, and can't commit and be faithful because he can. But like,
I didn't meet any.
yeah, the chances of it happening is very, very, very slim.
Yeah.
And that's what it goes back to. You know,
So
the
moral of
younger.
the story is if you're in your 20s, date somebody in their 40s.
Well, yeah, I mean,
If you're a
that's
female looking for commitment, find an older
well.
man.
We won't
That's
say
my advice.
we won't say date somebody in their 40s. You would say don't be afraid to date somebody in their 40s. All
Yeah.
right, be open to it. If it comes, if the right person come across your timeline or your lifeline, your real your real lifeline.
Like, don't count somebody out like he tried to do for me.
Yeah, yeah. I tried
Because
to do.
you
tried to.
you try to count me out. You came to my house smashed one day talking about I said I would never date somebody your age. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
but you, but you was like, oh, that's me. Do you got a friend? Do you got any friends that's
oh
younger?
my God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe that was you who said these things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that
But
being said,
again,
don't be afraid to date somebody
older.
older, or women don't be afraid to date somebody younger, and
Yeah,
vice
like,
versa. You know what I'm saying? Don't be necessarily
yeah.
totally opposed to it. Just
Because
because of the age
realistically,
thing.
as a woman, if you're 28, 27, and you're looking to commit already, 90% of the time, men that are 28, 29 aren't ready for that yet. They're trying to still establish themselves, their career, or even just still live their life. So I feel like if you want somebody that's going to commit, I feel like maybe you have to look for someone that's a little bit more mature and on your level.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a mature woman and you want to settle down, chances are you're going to have to date a little up or older, or
most likely
look for somebody that is doing the same things that you're doing. So if you're working every day, try and find somebody that's at work who is matching your level of commitment to
life.
Yeah, yes.
Like, that person like to stay home and binge watch TV shows or you know go out and just work on things and build stuff. Like if that's what you guys are into and you guys are gonna grow together.
Men take longer to mature, so I feel like even though at 29, 28, 25, we're ready to get married and settle down, I feel like men are still at that age trying to figure themselves out and how to be a functioning adult, honestly. So to expecting commitment out of somebody who's still learning themselves is never gonna work.
Yeah, try to figure how to just figuring out how to navigate, how to take care of themselves, and how to build off of that. Like,
so you can't rush somebody that's in that phase. If you want to be with somebody while they're in that phase and help them grow together, then that's one thing. But don't put pressure on the commitment aspect of it until you're both ready and at a certain point where you can both agree that you're ready.
Yep. So with that being said, are men afraid of quick commitment? Yes.
Yeah.
Are men misunderstood? Yes. They are. So
yeah.
So answer our question, but you know.
Be honest. That's all I gotta say. Be honest with people. If you want to smash, tell them you want to smash.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to commit, tell them you want to commit. If their coochie stink, tell them their coochie stink.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you want a poly relationship, you want 2 wives,
yeah.
you want 2 husbands, you want 3 wives, 3 husbands, y'all all want to live together.
Mm-hmm.
Just say it. Eventually, you're gonna find the person that
aligns with
that you want.
Yeah. And don't settle for someone who's not willing to commit, men or women. Mm-hmm. Know your worth and never settle.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
With that being said,
the deed's been done and my cake is baked.
Mm-hmm.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought. A penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. Grab a dandelion and make a wish. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought.